Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Vande Guror Mandalam Shivoham. Welcome to the series of talks on Shiva Swarodaya. Shiva Swarodaya is an ancient Tantric text in which Lord Shiva, the Adinath, unfolds the secrets of Swar Yog, the practice of which reveals the working of cosmos and its cosmic rhythms that keep pulsating within our body. It is the path that takes one towards highest perfection. Perfection means all-round expression of positivity, benevolence and success that is rooted in wisdom gained through self-recognition. So far, we have discussed 63 verses of this text. Therefore, if you are watching this as one of your first video here, I request you to watch related videos from the beginning for better understanding. The link to the playlist is provided in the description box for your easy access. Let's take the next verse now. The next verse, that is 64th verse, states that Vahe yustad ghati madhye panch tattvani nirdishet pratipatto dinanyahur viprite vivarjayet. This means within this 1 hour, all the 5 elements arise. If the swar is opposite of what is stated for the first 3 days, then auspicious works should be avoided. This verse should be seen in continuation of the previous 2 verses in which we have understood the ideal rhythm and flow of the swar. Through previous verses, we have understood that each swar is dominant for 2.5 ghati, that is 60 minutes, and then it switches. There is this alternate change of swar occurring every hour throughout the whole 24 hours. During the 60 minutes of each swar, 5 elements, that are earth element, water element, fire element, air element, and space element, also rise within it. It means the 5 elements become dominant separately for some specific duration within that span of 2.5 ghatis. The dominance of each element or tattva denotes dominance of the properties that are associated with that element. Well, honestly speaking, it is not so easy to notice such changes in the swar. These changes are too subtle to be grasped by the untrained person. You should keep in mind that it takes some practice and patience coupled with good concentration to be able to understand and recognize these tattvas or elements in your breath. The question is it important to recognize these subtler aspects of swar? Well, the answer is it is absolutely important and totally unavoidable on the path of Swar Yog. Why? Just as lunar and solar swar give rise to different kinds of energies within us, with these energies, if we align, we achieve success. In the same way, the flow of the 5 elements further refines our experience about self and our surroundings. Each of these tattvas are linked with particular types of preferred activities in the outer and readings of the inner, to be precise. You must have noticed that one fine morning you feel secure, happy and comfortable without any particular reason, and yet at other times you suddenly feel irritated, disturbed, depressed, anxious or somewhat fearful. Such feelings occur irrespective of the outer situation. You may have suffered with your such moodiness so far, but not anymore. With the practice of Swar Yog, and when you start understanding the flow of elements within you, all such inner feelings can be fully reasoned out. In fact, you will be able to understand the exact reasons behind the subtle changes taking place in your mind, body and emotions as you develop the capacity to recognize tattva dominance in your breath at different times of the day. This verse says that ideally each one of the tattvas will become dominant for a fixed duration of time each hour. There are many more upcoming verses in which Lord Shiva shall explain the flow of tattvas or elements in detail. Therefore, I am not dwelling in explanation beyond this. Let's see the second part of the verse that says, Pratipatto dinan yahur viprite vivarjayet. As per the rule, for the first 3 days of bright fortnight, lunar swar should be active, and for the first 3 days of the dark fortnight, the solar swar should be active. Now here it is said that if the specified swar is not active on the day it is scheduled, instead the other one is active, then all the auspicious work should be avoided. Well, we have many rules in Swar Yog, especially for when to take up or when not to take up any auspicious works. This is one of the rules. The need of giving this rule here means that there are chances of our swar not being in tune with the cosmic pattern. Although one should sincerely try to avoid such wrong flows of the swar altogether. It is to be done by the way of sadhana, discipline of practices, regular shuddhi of tattvas, nadis and indriyas, etc. I can tell you with my own experience that having the correct swar during sunrise is the first goal of any swar practitioner. As the morning swar decides lots of things about your day, how your day will be. So this should be on your topmost priority to correct the morning swar. I have already shared a few ways in my previous talks on how you can achieve it. Let's move to the next verse. The next verse, that is the 65th verse, it is also important to understand in this regards. It states that Shukla Pakshe Bhaved Vama Krishna Pakshe Cha Dakshina Jani Nyat Pratit Purvam Yogi Tadyat Manasah. It means during Shukla Paksh, that is bright fortnight, left swar is active, and during Krishna Paksh, right swar is active. A yogi should know about this with a concentrated mind. So this verse tells us what a practitioner should do as the first thing in the morning. Many times students report that they get confused and are unable to detect the swar, especially when they check it in the morning. This confusion may be the result of multiple reasons, but the most common one that I have seen is the time you get up. If you get up right at the time of sunrise and sit to check the swar will obviously get disturbed. So what should one do? Well, assuming you are taking care of your purification practices and Shuddhi part, I will tell you what you can do. To have a proper reading of the swar, one should get up at least 15 to 20 minutes before the sunrise and drink some water and walk around a bit for a few minutes. Then one may choose to go out to greet the morning sun. It is the best practice. If it is raining or too cold outside, then you may choose to stay in your room. Now sit down, close your eyes, bring all your attention to your breath. Try to breathe normally, focusing on the flow of your breath. Your focus should be on your nostrils, and then feel the incoming and outgoing breath. One can never misread the morning swar if one approaches it in this way. What if swar is still undetectable or out of sync? In fact, just by prolonged focus, you will find your swar has become steady. With proper practice and discipline, you will also see that your swar has more frequently started matching the cosmic rhythm as well. If sometimes you feel that still your opposite swar is active and is not changing to the designated swar of the day, then you may choose to chant Om. The chanting should be slow and soft. The rule of one chant per breath needs to be remembered. After every 5 to 10 chants, check your swar. Again, most of the people are able to achieve the correct morning swar in this manner. One should also understand that you should always stay centered and focused when you are checking your swar. It should never be done while doing some work or in a hurry. It takes even less than a minute. When you want to check your swar, sit down, bring your attention to your breath and then check it. That's all for today. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I bow down to the divine sitting in your hearts.